Hello everyone, this is Michelle Patterson with Angel Souls, and this is your weekly Angel Oracle card reading for the week beginning July 13th, 2015. As always, if you would like to get a personal reading with me, go to my website at angelsouls444.com. And if you want to support me on Patreon, I will leave that information down below. Also, I'm doing the Angel Scopes for Silent Voices magazine, so go to their website and check that out as well. I am using the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue, and of course pulling a card from the Secret Language of Color Cards Oracle deck by Ina Segal. As I was shuffling, cards flung out, but I just got a very interesting message to so apparently that to just leave them. Okay, so normally I would pick those up and say that means something. They're telling me they didn't do that, I did that, and those are not the messages anyway. So we're gonna leave them on the floor. That is very strange. I have never had that happen before. So let's get into it. All right, I've got hair all on my mouth. This is a crazy week already. Did I mess up my makeup? Anyway, let's get into it. All right. July 13th. There are a lot of things that are going to be... Say it again. Okay, so we keep talking about this. It's a culmination. But this feels like things that need to be talked about, but you've been avoiding because it's a very uncomfortable thing to talk about. You can't avoid it anymore. I don't know, and you're going to feel it. It's going to be like an internal pressure. It's going to be something like you might find yourself going and talking to somebody that you thought you would never talk to again, and even you're surprised as the words are coming out of your mouth. It's almost like I thought we were done with this. I thought we would never revisit this. And then there it is. It's going to be good, but maybe a little uncomfortable. You might need to recover a little bit after it. It's going to be one of those things that just maybe, it kind of feels emotionally draining, where you're glad you had, I keep saying this, but you're glad you did it. You're glad you had the conversation, but it wasn't fun to get through. Okay, so there's that message. Clear your space. Yeah, clear, and this is clear your space around your body as well. I'll read the card that is talking more about your physical space, but this is, you know, whatever discomfort kind of comes up, really try to just keep it cleansed and cleared away. Stay calm this week. Stay calm. We have You're Safe. We have a chakra clearing, and indigo and crystal children. Okay, so let's get into that first card. It says clear your space. It's Archangel Jophiel. Get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use feng shui. This is what I'm talking about. Like, because if you allow yourself to be and remain cluttered up while all this stuff is going down, they're saying this is something that you want to have happen. You want to have happen, this conversation that occurs or this event that occurs. It's something that you have been, it's been on your mind for a while, and now it's getting cleared away. So even after this, don't let that uncomfortable moment go to waste or be for nothing by keeping the old energy with you. Does that make sense? So don't have a repeat. You don't need to. Do it, get it over with, clear it away. I want to go to the third card that came up because it's somewhat connected. This is chakra clearing, and it's Archangel Metatron. We have Metatron in here twice, and Metatron in this case feels like he's the keeper of the book of life, and I think he's coming forward to help you stay prioritized, to stay focused, and remember that we are all on our journey. We all have a reason for doing the things that we do. Everything that is occurring is meant to teach us something. And it's all in the book of life, right? It's all getting recorded. All right. So yes, and there's also this, as we'll read in this card, he is in charge of sacred geometry, so which can help you clear your chakras. The card is chakra clearing. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. Again, that's Archangel Metatron. So look at what's going on, and it feels like things just get messy, and you do get all cluttered up. Clear it away, cleanse it away. All right, you are safe. Now this is the second card that came up, and just as I said, you are safe, it was 444 on my camera, so there's a beautiful message for you guys there. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and your home. And it's interesting that we have Michael here too, because he's also about the cord cutting that we love talking about backwards and forwards, right? So make sure, guys, when messes occur, clean them up right away. Okay. So in addition to all that stuff we already talked about, there feels like there's going to be other little moments, that sort of pop up that you have to deal with. And you might be, Jeremiah L's in here, and you might be really tempted to apply an old way of thinking to your new situation, or apply old patterns to a situation at hand. And they're saying that's not going to work anymore. It's like paying off all your credit card debt and then going out there and charging up your credit cards again. Don't do that emotionally, all right? Don't then get a new situation in your face, and instead of learning how to deal with it in a new way, you go back to the old way, and now you have another person that you may have a cloud hanging over your relationship for years, yeah? And then you have to have an uncomfortable conversation to clear that away. Don't let it occur. All right. Whew, I'm getting a warmth over my body with this. And I realize I repeat myself in these. I get it. That's how the message comes through. When they're repeating, I repeat. Whether we like it or not, whether we think that that's good communication or not, that's how it's coming through. All right, so the final card we have before we go on to the color card, we have Indigo and Crystal Children, Archangel Metatron. Again, you have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. So for some of you, this is going to have a very literal meaning. Maybe you have children who are sensitive. My cards are peeling. Okay. Can't fix it right now. Maybe you have children who are sensitive, and you're trying to nurture that within them and make them feel okay about being in this world. We can learn. Okay, so they're telling me there's a couple things here. We can learn a lot from children, because the children that especially are around right now, they are dealing with things in a very different way. They see the world in a different way than we were always conditioned to see it. And in a way, they're kind of our saving grace, just through their perspective. And it feels like in this week, you can take a cue from the children around you, or just children that you see out there. Maybe you don't have any kids, but you see kids out and about, to tap back into your innocence. Not everything has to be a battle. Not everything has to be right or wrong. You don't have to agree with everything, right? So stop taking life so seriously. There's going to be a lot of things that might aggravate you, but it's not going to get you anywhere to knock yourself even further off course trying to deal with it. Now, that's not encouraging you to step back and be in denial. You want to set boundaries, but you don't want to cause more drama around it. Okay, I hope that's making sense, at least for you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to apply that to your situation. That's sort of, again, that's how it's coming through, and that's the best way I can put it. Okay, so now let's get into the color card deck, and let's see what's coming up for the week of July 13th, 2015. Oh, no? Yes? It's kind of weird today. They told me. There it is. Okay. Weird. Bronze. Strengthen your body. The number is 14. Okay. So you're going to have to be a little thick-skinned. I think in the course of everything that's going to be going on this week, it's just uncomfortable. It's just stuff that you don't like having these little showdowns with people. And it doesn't have to be a showdown. Remember, we said, it's only going to be a showdown if you let your ego get really fired up, or you're trying to blame people for how you feel. Take accountability. It's going to be something that you're really going to have to, you're going to have to find your strength through this moment. And they're saying, okay, so give it to me about strength in the body. Some of you are going to be letting the stress sort of manifest in your body, so you want to make sure you're taking good care of yourself. Others are, you're having negative thinking. I don't mean to wag my finger at you. That was like, I get it. You're having negative viewpoints about your body. I've been doing that. I went and bought a donut yesterday, and then I felt so guilty because I had it, and I was just like, oh, but I'm supposed to be, whatever. Just stop being hard on yourselves. Stop trying to hide your light behind self-criticism. if you are somebody who, you know, you've done wrong in the past, and you know you have, and you know you've hurt somebody, and you want to come forward and you really want to talk about it, falling on your sword is not going to be helpful, they're telling me, because that's not helping anybody in the situation learn the lesson out of it. So you would be better served by, if you are that person who has to talk to somebody because you feel like you've done something to them, really sit and ask yourself, what was motivating me? Why did I do that? What made me think that that was going to be the right way to handle that? You know what I mean? Understand your own motivations before you come to the table trying to have any sort of conversation. Because if you don't do that, you're going to come to the table confused and feeling rattled and feeling more blame, and that can really have you lashing out at the other person. And I'm already thinking of a person. I have an example in my head, and I could totally, even though he knows that he has done X, Y, and Z, I could see him going into a conversation and just lashing out at the other person because he feels ashamed, because he feels like he's not good enough. It starts coming down to his self-esteem, that kind of stuff. So don't let aggressions come out. There's a lot of beautiful potentials here to clear the air. It's all about clearing, knowing you're safe to have this conversation, tapping back into your innocence and letting go. It's kind of a carryover, isn't it? Wasn't that the kind of the message from last week, like no guilt, no shame kind of thing? Okay, don't get real full of yourself and be like, I ain't got nothing to apologize for. You know, it's not about that. It's we're all here having a human experience. We are designed to mess up. We are designed to have a perspective and really believe in it, and then have a moment that knocks us out and go, wait a minute, is that really how I feel? And if so, why? And where is that coming from? You know, why did I react that way? What was I so jaded and bitter about? Why do I have a hard time opening up and trusting people? It's all that kind of stuff, okay? A big, profound week this week, I think. Make the best of it, because it could be a real rough week for some of you, okay? But get in there and try to see the positive. I know that's like a cop-out, but higher frequency, that's where we want to be. And I should also say too, I forgot to mention, I have my AC on the whole time. I can't do this under these lights. I will melt away. So sorry if you could hear that hum in the background. So there it is, guys. I hope you have a good week. If you're going to have a good week, you're going to have to choose it. And I'm going to be in it with you, as you know. That's how it goes. I'm human as well. So try to have a good week. I love you, and take care.